Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Roland Ladies Oxford Peacoat, available at RevZilla.com. So if we look at the Oxford, it is a hardcore, fashion-inspired, heritage-inspired leather jacket for the ladies. I have Megan to my left. She's wearing the black version. There's also a clay version. Now, if we look at it, I called it a peacoat. It's really a leather jacket that's a peacoat type of a shape, and you can see that. Quilting for fashion accents. This in the Roland collection is really the most fashion inspired, and it's going to be that nice longer complement to something like the Maven, which is much more of an aggressive fit. It's more of that aggressive sport cut from Roland, where this guy's going to be much more of a classic cut. And again, using 0.9 premium grade cowhide. It's actually blackstone leather, and it's actually painted, so it has a really unique finish and sheen to it. Now, quick note on sizing. Megan is 5'8", 145 with a thin athletic build. She's wearing a size medium. You can see there's room for adjustability here, but it fits her pretty spot on. We had her in the gray color as well, the clay. It looks right. Now, again, if you're not sure about sizing, ladies, remember we ship for free, no issues there. You can always talk to a Lady Gear Geek too if you have any questions. Love to hear your gut reaction. Now click here, subscribe to us here at RevZilla TV. Leave me your comments, your questions, and your feedback. Now, diving back into the nuance of the Oxford. If we look at kind of some of the details from the top down, double-breasted design. In most cases, this is how you would rock it. And think about the spring, think about the fall. Temperate riding seasons really are typically the best for leather. You're not really going to want to get it wet. Stretch it into the summer a little bit, depending on your temperature tolerance. Same thing goes for the winter. Again, you'd really have to beef it up. It's going to start to flow a ton of air, and it's not thermally lined if you want to really go cold with it. So again, that's your call, because again, it's positioned as more of an on-the-bike, off-the-bike piece. Now, you can see that up at the collar. It's ribbed. It's a comfort collar. You're going to see it has a lot of style to it. Notice that all of the perforated areas, and you'll see them throughout as I kind of show some of the different pieces of the jacket here on Megan, they're going to be done in goat leather. And one of the differences here versus using this blackstone leather cowhide throughout is that using the goat, it's a little bit lighter weight. Now, we've seen some other manufacturers do a double-breasted ladies leather jacket, and what they typically do is they end up using the same leather throughout, and what happens is you get a little bit more bulk. It fits a little bit different. What Roland has done really, really well here is they've made it fit almost gently. So they've used this goat leather in areas where they don't need a lot of bulk, or they're not as accident prone if you happen to have a get off. So what's going to happen here is it's going to sit a little bit more fashion style, sit a little bit more city collection on or off the bike versus feeling much more like a hardcore riding jacket all the time. Looking at the steel, raw steel buttons, Ride More RSD. You're going to have the circle dot buttons from RSD. Notice you have them throughout. RSD custom belt buckle here, and you have snapped pockets down the front as well. And you're going to see the great length on it as well. Do me a favor, before you turn, I want to also show the asymmetry of this jacket. I like when they do this. You know, notice it's a double breast, the asymmetry, but also you have, they're calling it their kind of gun or holster, their gun pad here, right here on the right side. Again, just to add some additional quilting, tie in with the epaulets here, and give you a nice sense of style. Now turn the face away from me, Megan. Looking at the side, keep going a little bit, right there. More quilting down the right side, quilting on the backs of the arms, and I'm going to call out, you can add the Roland Ladies Armor Pack to this. So that would be CE rated shoulders, elbows, as well as a back pad, but you need to purchase that separately, and that is the ladies specific one because they're a little bit smaller. Notice on the back here that you're going to have the elasticated panel that's going to allow for movement. Notice down here along the back side of the arm, YKK zips throughout with big zipper pulls, and that are done in leather with RSD dot graphics, and then you're also going to have more goat to tie it all together. Towards the back, you have expansion gussets, depending on how you're built, depending on how you want to ride, depending on if you're sitting upright, like if you're on a scooter. You can use that to allow this thing to sit a little bit more flatly on the bike, and again, they're going to be backed by that thinner goat leather, which again adds a nice style. They're going to be perforated, and again, just pulls that look together. Notice how the trench belt goes all the way around the back. Again, they don't like me probably calling it a trench. They're going more of a peacoat look here, but again, it's a bit of a short trench. It's going to be right around the area that's going to come to about mid-hip. And remember that Maven's going to be more aggressive, short length. There's also the Veda and I believe the Vex, which are going to be jackets that are going to be more textile versions here of the Oxford. Keep that in mind. Turn backwards for me, Megan. Just briefly going to show the back. You're going to see nice clean back. There's no armor installed in this. And again, you're going to see some of those elements that I was talking about with light quilting down along the seat. Come back around to the front for me. Now, turn back a little bit more. There you go. Stop right there. Do me a favor. Undo the belt and just open it up really quickly. And remember, this guy's going to be the top of the food chain near that $700 mark. You don't have to invest that much to get a Roland stand piece. You can actually go a little bit less expensive and still get some of their premium stuff. Now, if you look at it, additional pocket along the inside, you're going to see the satin liner from Roland Sands. Again, I'm going to open this side too. You can see it kind of here on both sides. Has that really, really nice hand to it. And notice that perforated goat skin that goes all the way up. It's that goat leather that's a little bit more lighter weight. It's very soft. And notice the collar that it comes together. It's never going to chafe you. Thanks so much, Megan. So the next step in your journey, ladies, is to click right here, read other rider reviews of the Roland Sands Oxford leather jacket at RevZilla.com. You don't have to take my word for it, but start with my great information. As always, we're going to ship for free, and if you want to talk to a lady geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.